In the Trenches with Ryan Roxie.
It's really cool that in conjunction with this book that you have coming out, you have just released your newest single that, again, has a spectrum to Casa Bella, which is your own worst enemy. And again, you've collaborated with your producer. I want you to tell the whole story about, how you have collaborated and how this song came about, and where people can check it out.
Well, it's pretty much
with
the
Marty,
song is
right?
out now. It's on all the streaming download sites. It's out there electronically. I'm eventually what I'm doing now, and Marty Fredrickson, for those who don't
That's
know.
Your producer. Yeah.
Yes, he was kind of the catalyst for me doing it this way, because initially I wanted to do an album, and Marty was like, he's like, dude, people like are not really buying records like they used to. So
attention span too. Attention span, man.
Exactly.
It's this, dude. It's this. It's the
Yes.
damn phone.
So he goes, do a song, do a video, let it sit for a couple months. Do another song, another video, let it sit for a couple months while you're getting and figuring out the best 10 songs to put on this record. And I said, all right, cool. So we started doing this, and there's more music to come. I've got a bunch of stuff already recorded. Now it's like we're already going to start working on the mix and master of the next tune. But the song was a riff that I had. It was so simple. It's like a really simple guitar riff, and it just kind of had a Zeppelin-y vibe. Played it for Marty. He didn't quite understand at first, but I recorded it at my house. And then once he realized the direction I was going in it, he's like, all right, cool. He gave me some suggestions musically. So I basically mapped out the song. I did all the guitars. I recorded everything at my house, the vocals. Then I had my good friend, Paul Taylor, came in and played clavinet.
From the band Winger. We hear it in the trenches. We never miss an opportunity to drop a name. That's Paul Taylor from the band Winger, who is also Alice Cooper alumni. And
yes,
probably get him on the podcast at one point too.
Paul came in. He played great clavinet because I wanted that trampled underfoot vibe or something. Right. So he played clavinet and some B3, and we did that. And then I sent all the files to Marty, and then he tweaked. Now, what I do is I normally record the drums on like a MIDI track, like a keyboard. And then we send it to Marty, and, we'll either have my son, Ian, play drums, or Marty's son, Evan, play drums. And then we get the separation, the real drums and all that other stuff. And then we mix, master it, put it out.
It's very cool. That is a little sidebar that your son is playing drums with you, and he's in the video, right?
For Casa Bella.
Yeah.
I haven't done a video yet. The video that I'm doing, I'm not really going to do a performance thing on the lyrics or on Your Own Worst Enemy. I'm doing kind of a lyric video, but with some images that I think are unfortunately very prevalent right now. A lot of people have asked. Now it's funny. A fan just sent me a post yesterday. There's a fucking website that said that John Corabi releases a scathing, scorching new song written about Vince Neil. And I go, where the fuck are they getting this shit from? Like, it's so far.
You sure that wasn't the Adika interview? Come on, man.
No. It's just a bullshit thing.
So was it all for clickbait? So this song so they were insinuating that basically you wrote this song, Your Own Worst Enemy, about Vince.
Yeah.
But it's not about that. What it's about. I'm glad you're coming clean about this. And
it's not. It's basically, it's going to be a lyric video. And the song in itself, it could be like, and we've all had those friends, Ryan, as well as I do, like some friends that are just, whether it's drinking or drugs or whatever, it's just like they keep doing shit over and over and over and over and over again, thinking that they're going to have a different outcome, and they don't. But in all honesty, the song is just about human nature, how we just constantly repeat shit over and over and over again, and we just can't get out of our own way. Hence, I don't want to go too crazy,
but exactly this week's events,
what's happening in Ukraine right now, everybody's talking about, the Putin thing. They're likening it to 1939 Adolf Hitler invading Poland. And I'm just sitting there going, here we go. It's like we are, and I just say but we are our own worst enemy. We cannot get out of our way. So that's what the song's about. I don't know where they got Vince Neil, but
well, hey man, they probably clickbaited themselves all the way to oblivion. But one thing I realized as we were talking about this, both you and I, my friend, we have borrowed each other's song titles because as we were thinking about this, I just realized my band before I think it was Dad's Porno Mag, or right around that. Yes, it was Dad's Porno Mag with Mike Fasano, the great Mike Fasano, and of course Will Efforts on bass and Stefan Adika eventually on bass. That band had a song called Man in the Moon, which was a Scream song.
Yes.
And we obviously came after that. But on this, I think it was the Dirty Diamonds album of Alice Cooper, there was a song called Your Own Worst Enemy that Alice and I wrote together. They got put out. I'm sure, the song titles, there's a million song titles that are the same, but your new single, You, obviously ripped off from Alice Cooper.
Exactly. And it was a toss-up between Sandra Bullock or Pigeons Are Rude, but whatever. I'm just
saying. Do you want to go there? You're married? It's a great story. I don't know. No, you know what? That'll have to save time for next.
It's in the book.
Is it? The Sandra Bullock? Sandra B. Sandra Bullock, one of my favorite actresses of all time.
I'm Ryan Roxie, and I've taken all my years of experience of playing guitar, and I want to pass the torch of rock and roll on to you. Check out the System 12 Guitar Method.